few hours, I should say, with Jordan Willis. It was announced, I believe, by Adam Schefter that he's going to be suspended for the first 6 games of the season with the 49ers. How do you think that's going to impact this team? What were some of your initial thoughts when you heard that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's always tough to see, somebody get popped by, for taking performing enhancing drugs, allegedly, obviously. I think it will affect a little bit of the depth that the defensive line has. I think Jordan Willis, like Samson Ebukam, were some of the speed rushers that I think the defensive line was really going to utilize to keep those mobile quarterbacks in the box, because I think that's been the biggest Achilles heel for the 49ers. And Jordan Willis, in the time that he played last season, showed some signs of being a productive player. So it is a hit, but I think the first 6 games are non-paid games, so I believe they'd be able to maybe sign somebody to be able to take over that role if they keep Willis on the team, or if they just cut him because of of this infraction. So it's tough to see, but I don't think it's going to be so detrimental. He was more of a rotation piece than somebody we were building around.
And I think more than anything, when I heard this news, I didn't think of Jordan Willis and his impact on the 49ers. I thought of the guys who were going to be the big beneficiaries because of this. I think, guys like Arden Key, right? Zach Kerr, 2 guys who I think could get a lot more playtime now that there's going to be one less guy in their rotation potentially ahead of them or in that same sort of spot. So I think those are 2 guys I'm looking out for to really make a bigger impact than I was expecting. But just like you said, going back to it, it's only the first 6 weeks of the season. If the 49ers are going to hang on to Jordan Willis, which we'll see, they could cut him. I think, the team would work itself out. But I kind of look at this in an optimistic view, in the sense that the 49ers do cut him, then that means I think they're addressing a need on the team, which is that edge rusher opposite side of Nick Bosa, something they just haven't been able to address this offseason. So I think if it forces them to go and say, hey, we need to get another defensive end, then this could be a good thing for the team, because I still feel like they have some spots along their depth chart where they could certainly use more players.
Yeah, and like I said, I think it's early enough, and it was, the type of player that wasn't somebody like a centerpiece. So, if it was going to happen to somebody, we hate to see it happen to anybody, but, you got to reap with the decisions you make,
Exactly. And I still think there's a chance he could be on this team come week 7 or week 8, given his age and the fact that the 49ers did trade for him.
Right.
So, do I look at
He'll be fresh. He'll be fresh.
Yeah, hey, and with the 49ers, we certainly know that can be a problem with this team. So I don't think it's the worst thing in the world for this team. I just wonder how they'll react to it, and I'll be interested to see kind of how they go moving forward.
Right.